Hey everyone, Sam again from Liberty Bullion. Now, today's educational topic, we're going to be talking about why physical precious metals. Why not an ETF? Why not a mining stock? Why physical? Now, it's a great question. When you're investing in gold and silver, there are a number of different ways to do it. You can buy an ETF that invests in the gold and silver physically for you and holds it for you. You can buy mining stocks, companies that mine gold and silver out of the ground and sell shares in their businesses. Or you can buy physical gold and silver at a bullion dealer like us that you have to store yourself physically. So a lot of people, they go, oh, well, the ETF's easier. Physical gold and silver, that sounds like some hassle. That sounds like I've got to, pick up some bars and find somewhere to put them. Well, you're absolutely right. You do have to pick up physical bars and find somewhere to put them. That is the drawbacks of physical precious metals. But to talk about why people choose or should choose physical over the others, it's all down to counterparty risk. So for those who aren't aware of what counterparty risk is, in the financial services or the financial sector as a whole, counterparty risk is having to trust a counterparty that you're in business with financially. So that could mean, a bullion business that you have metals stored with. You have to trust that business that they're good for the metals. That could be your bank, that you've got some money in your savings account, where you have to trust that bank that they are good for your money. Now, the beauty about physical precious metals is that when you pick up your precious metals from Liberty Bullion or a bullion dealer like us, those precious metals are now in your hand and you have zero counterparty risk. You don't have to trust anybody with your bullion because it's in your possession, it's yours. The bank can't go under and say, hey guys, sorry, we're not good for it, it's gone. It's in your hands, physically, literally. So for some people, they think, oh, I'd rather go for an ETF, it's easier, I don't have to hold it, I don't have to store it. Fair enough, to each their own. But when you're buying an ETF, you have to trust the custodian of that ETF that they're good for the precious metals. So that's a little bit too much trust for me, personally. The custodians of these ETFs are investment banks that need a bailout every time the global economy takes a sneeze. And when you're buying precious metals, particularly precious metals, you've got to be cognizant of the fact that the scenario in which everything goes crazy, the world goes crazy, investment banks fail, commercial banks fail, and all that's left is physical gold and silver. In that scenario, if you have bought ETFs, I hate to say it, but you are screwed in that scenario. You've lost all your money. Even though you picked the right asset class, the right investment, you picked the wrong form of it, you decided to take on counterparty risk, and that now in this scenario means that you don't get paid out. So for me, knowing the scenario in which precious metals do the best and knowing the risks involved with keeping funds in the financial system in general, I love physical precious metals. That's why I started a physical precious metals bullion dealer, was that I believe in reducing counterparty risk everywhere that you can, whether that be pulling funds out of your bank account, whether that be selling your ETFs and buying physical metals instead. There is no reason for anybody to take excessive counterparty risk in this world when you know about the alternatives. A lot of people don't know of the alternatives. They think, oh, well, I have to trust the bank with my money. Where else am I going to keep it? There are other options. You can come into a bullion dealer, buy physical bullion, take it home, leave it in your own possession, and take zero counterparty risk with your money. So that's it from me today, everybody. We just wanted to keep it short and sharp. Why physical precious metals over the other forms of investing in gold and silver? It all comes down to counterparty risk. Do not unnecessarily take on counterparty risk. You don't need to trust anybody with your money. You can become your own bank. You can just trust yourself. Thanks, everyone.